Shana Tova, everyone. Erev Tov. We are so excited to see you. Welcome. Welcome to our table, to our communal home. And we are so honored to be in all of your homes this evening for our first ever Erev Rosh HaShanah Seder. We're going to start out tonight with some toasts, and you can use anything that you have, alcoholic or non-alcoholic. It doesn't matter, bubbly or flat, whatever you prefer to drink. And Cantor and I are going to start the evening out with some toasts for all of us in the new year. A few things just to let you know in case you're new to Zoom or new to being with us. Your Zoom box in the left-hand corner has a little microphone, and we ask that you stay muted except for times that we'll invite you to unmute yourselves and share. Also, in the middle of your screen on the bottom, there's a chat bubble box, and we will invite you throughout the evening to respond to questions or other things by writing into the chat box. So if you have the ability to type, and you're with us, just know we may invite you to do that. Again, it's not a requirement, just a way that we can connect and engage. And we are thrilled to pieces to be together with all of you for this sacred holiday, this blessed evening. Welcome, welcome, Congregation Emmanuel members and friends. Welcome, Canterburn Vogel, honored to have you with us, and welcome to all of you. And before we start off our toasts, I just want to invite you to fill up the chat box, send some Shana Tova greetings to a friend that you may see on the screen. Also, a little bit of Zoom information up in this corner in your screen. There are some different boxes. One says gallery view, and the other is a speaker view. If you do gallery view, you can see the little boxes of everyone that's here with us, except for our friends on Facebook. We welcome all of you and send love to you. So you choose how you want to see and engage at our Seder table this evening. And let us start out by lifting up some of your prayers and blessings and greetings. And we thank you. We welcome you. We are so excited. So I'm going to start us off with a toast. And tonight you'll see I'm toasting pink lemonade. So everyone at the table, young and old alike, can enjoy this delicious treat. And tonight I toast to strong leaders, to courageous peacemakers, to those who fight for peace and justice and love, and to all of those who believe in change and transformation. And may we have a year of a good change, Emmanuel. And with that, I say l'chaim. We clink our glasses. L'chaim.
L'chaim.
And Cantor, over to you.
Thank you, Rabbi. And again, Shana Tova, Shabbat Shalom to everybody. I want to make a toast to the past, present, and future. I want to toast to the past, to all of our ancestors, our loved ones who paved the way with perseverance and strength and love and courage and blessings to bring us to the present where we are now, imbuing us with that same courage and hope and perseverance that is taking us through these months of the pandemic and into the future with creativity and strength, and that all of our children can continue with the promise of hope and love and peace for all of us. L'chaim.
L'chaim, amen, amen. And now we are honored to have our temple president, Stuart Sweet, with us. He's always with us behind the scenes, making sure that things run smoothly and that the temple has everything it needs. And I don't know where we'd be without you, Stuart. We're grateful to have you at the helm. And now I turn it over to you.
Thank you, Rabbi Resnick. It's my pleasure to speak to all of you. My name is Stuart Sweet. For those who don't know me, I'm the president of Congregation Emmanuel. It's my pleasure to serve you. And I have a few words. In the summer of 2015, a generation of college graduates were asked one question. Even newly minted rabbis from the Hebrew Union College were asked this question. For the first time in history, every single person who was asked this question was completely wrong. What was the question? What do you see yourself doing in 5 years? You hardly need me to list the challenges we've all faced this year. Instead, let me paint you a picture filled with love and support. As the world has changed, our congregational community has stayed strong. We've adapted. We've reached out in new ways. Instead of closing down, we've opened ourselves up more than ever. Throughout this year, we've stayed connected. No, we can't hold hands right now, but we've opened our hearts over the internet. From young school children to the most senior of seniors, we've all found ways to keep the sense of community that we desperately need. Today, our congregational building sits idle, but our congregational family is stronger than ever because of Herculean efforts from both clergy and volunteers and staff. If there ever was a doubt that we'd make it through this storm, it's been erased by a tide of love flowing from screen to screen and from generation to generation. It hasn't been easy. It's taken an amount of effort most of us thought we'd never be capable of. It's taken help from our whole congregational community, and the community has stepped up. You know, something else has happened this year. We've become more financially stable than we've been in a generation. With our mortgage now tamed, we can put almost 2/3 of our funds straight into salaries and programs that benefit everyone. This year, we've chosen to reach out to those who are struggling. We offer scholarships to our school and heavily subsidized dues for an increasing number of members who have their own financial hardships. After all, we're Jews. Caring for each other is what we do. Each year at this time, you're asked to give to Congregation Emmanuel as much as you can. Our annual High Holy Day appeal is usually the largest fundraiser of the year, and because of you, it makes a difference. Please, please continue this tradition this year. Go to emmanuelsb.org, where you can safely and securely make a donation with your credit card. In the part where it says reason for donation, put pledge so it's recorded properly. Or just send a check to the office, or if you'd rather, call us and we'll put it on your monthly statement. However you choose to give, please give generously. Finally, ask yourself, what do you see yourself doing in the next 5 years? Do you see yourself celebrating in a full sanctuary, surrounded by friends? With your help and generosity, that dream will surely come true. HaShanah Tovah to all of you.
L'shana tova, yasher koach. Thank you so much, Stuart, for that beautiful reminder and vision that our sanctuary will be filled again. We will be able to greet each and every one of you again, and God willing, one day put our arms around each other, sing in a space together. So, as you know, we are gathered tonight for our Rosh HaShanah Seder. Many of you came by the temple yesterday or sent friends to bring you your care packages to help prepare for tonight's Seder. And in your care package, you may have noticed on the front, there was a letter from myself and Cantor and a butterfly pin, because our theme for the year this year is good change, and butterflies are the symbol of transformation. And as I am sitting at our Rosh Hashanah Seder table, I'm looking directly across into our butterfly bin where I don't remember exactly how many chrysalis there were. Were there 6, 7? 6. There were 6 chrysalis made by the caterpillars. And this morning I went out and came home, and 2 of the butterflies had appeared, and I got chills. It was so thrilling. And this afternoon, I went to go take care of something and came home, and the other butterfly appeared. So 3 butterflies are floating in our small butterfly sanctuary, drying their wings as we begin Rosh Hashanah together. A symbol of change and transformation, Emmanuel, is on the way for all of us, for our individual lives and our communal lives. And so before we jump into our Seder, we want to invite any of you that are with us tonight, if you wish to make a toast to something that you are hoping for this year, you can write it into the chat, or if you're so brave, you can unmute yourselves, tell us your name, and offer your toast for the entire community. Does anyone want to get us started?
Rabbi?
Hi, Shell. Hi, Paul. Welcome. Shana Tova. Good to see you.
You and yours, all there at the table. I hope for the new year, a lot more talk about peace and caring and friendship and what we have in common as opposed to what we have different. We all have different things, but we all share common things too. And I would like to hear less hate talk.
Amen. A toast to peace, l'chaim. Shell, thank you. Anyone else like to share? Tim, did you want to share?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Great. So on behalf of my constituents and the other members, we look forward to the return to the visiting the synagogue, and also we want the God's army in Israel to be strong, and we want the United States of America to be strong. Yeah, baby. Come on, man. We can do it.
L'chaim for the return to our building and strength for so many. L'chaim. Anyone else?
Can I do something?
Yes. Is that Mom? I hear you. Go ahead. Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad. Those are my parents. Everyone say hi, Susie and David.
I would just like to say that the last 2 years we have spent Rosh Hashanah in Redlands at Emmanuel with all of you and really enjoyed it. And this year we consider ourselves really fortunate to be able to be here virtually, even though we can't be here in person. So I'd like to make a toast to Rabbi Lindy and her beautiful family, which is also my family, and to Cantor Bernvogel.
Thank you, Mom. Oh, Dad, go ahead.
I would just like to add how thrilled we are to be able to be to join the community in Redlands and to see our daughter who we're so proud of.
I love you guys. L'chaim. Thank you, Daddy.
Thank you.
Anyone else? I can't see the chat box, so if you're writing your name in, you don't have to right now. We're a little more informal. You can just unmute yourself.
My hope for this coming year is a hope of togetherness and rebuilding. We are apart in so many ways in the country now. We're physically apart, we're apart ideologically, we're apart politically. We're not together very much except for our families, congregational and blood. My prayer for this year is that we're not apart anymore. And there's so many places and ways to rebuild. That's what I hope for this year.
Amen, Jeff. Thank you, and love to you and Kathy and the whole family. Crystal, did you want to add a blessing? Oh, okay. Oh, okay. I'm saying hi to Crystal, hi to Marjorie, hi to Tzipora, and we know you're out there on Facebook, and we're sending you love, love, love. Anyone else want to share a blessing? Feel free to unmute yourselves. Pepper's getting the blessing of a treat. You can hear the crinkle. Okay. Go ahead, please.
I'm probably one of the only non-Jewish people at this service, but I'm Jerry Matthews, and I would like to wish everybody a wonderful new year. And what I would like to say is that I hope that we have a successful and non-violent election.
Amen, Sela.
We're facing some really serious times. We have a president right now that has done more for the Jewish people than any other president I can name. He's done all the things that you guys know that he should have done, and he's done it. And he's made peace in the Middle East. He's working really hard on that. And I know you're rolling your eyes, and you don't, so I'm just going to back out. And but anyway, let's have a fair election, and let's get it over with on November 3rd.
Jerry, may we all go out and vote and exercise that right. And we are glad you are with us tonight. And we wish you and yours a Shana Tova.
Shana Tova.
Anyone else have a toast to bring to our giant Seder table tonight? Erev Tov, everyone. Rosh HaShanah is here. We are so excited to be with you at your tables for this amazing, innovative Rosh Hashanah Seder. Tonight, we will spend time celebrating, eating, laughing, blessing, and enjoying this sacred holiday. Happy 5781, Rosh Hashanah 2020. Is here.
Shalom and welcome. I'm Cantor Jennifer Bernvogel, and it gives me great joy to be able to wish you a Shana Tova U'Metuka from our house to yours, a new year of sweetness, of goodness, of joy, of celebrating, of reunions, love, friendship, and above all,
of good health for all of us. Ken Yehi Ratzon, may this be so.
We are in the green section on page 7 in our Rosh Hashanah Seder. Dig deeper, memory and action. Memory plays a significant role in Judaism, especially on Rosh Hashanah. One of our biblical names for Rosh Hashanah is Yom HaZikaron, the day of memory. And the symbolic foods on the Rosh Hashanah Seder plate also play a significant role. The Seder helps us to remember as well as to take action. So by pointing to these symbolic foods and then eating them, we demonstrate how memory and action are both connected and internalized. For the Maharal of Prague, blessing and eating symbolic foods are not meant merely as prayers and as wishes, but are done to spur small actions into more significant ones throughout the year. So by eating apples and honey on Rosh Hashanah, we're not only wishing for a sweet new year, we're having a taste of that sweetness in our mouths. As Shammai said in the Talmud, say little and do much.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kedishanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu lehadlik ner, shel Shabbat v'shel Yom Tov.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, borei bari hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher bachar banu mikol am, v'romemanu mikol lashon, v'kiddushanu b'mitzvotav, v'titein lanu Adonai Eloheinu v'yachava et Yom HaShabbat hazeh v'et Yom HaZikaron hazeh Yom Teruah Mikra Kodesh Zecher Yitziat Mitzrayim Kivanu v'chata v'otanu kidashta mikol ha'amim Udvarecha emet v'kayom lad. Baruch atah Adonai, melech al kol haaretz, mikadish HaShabbat v'Yisrael, Yom HaZikaron. Baruch atah Adonai,
L'chaim.
Amen, amen, amen. We say amen to all of you. I want to make sure to mention a few things to you before we continue on with our Seder. There is a Haggadah similar to what we use for Passover, a Rosh HaShanah Haggadah. You can find it on our website if you didn't previously. If you want to go there now on your device or on a different device, you can download it in a PDF form or you can print it. So if you like to follow along, that is available for you. If not, you can just sit back and enjoy. But I want to answer the question of why, Rabbi, are we having a Seder for Rosh Hashanah? We have Seders for Passover, but I've never heard of a Seder for Rosh Hashanah. And that is correct. We are more familiar with the Seder for Passover, but the Rosh Hashanah Seder is a Sephardic tradition that has existed for many centuries. And in Sephardic homes throughout the world, they have a Rosh Hashanah Seder complete with symbols that are blessed to represent many different things that we hope for the new year. One of the symbols that we're all familiar with, of course, is the apples and honey. Some of the other symbols, pomegranates, dates, and you'll learn about some of the other ones in our Seder. But I want to tell you a few things so that you can have as good an experience as possible tonight. One is this: while we are in synagogue together in our homes, this is also an informal, interactive experience, and we want you to feel comfortable. This Seder is about creativity and innovation. And if you find yourself, as you're going through the Seder, hungry, once you've blessed something, make sure, take a bite so that you're not famished and you're eating throughout the experience. Excuse me? Also, know that the Seder and the symbols are really just a jumping off point. And we hope that you'll continue to do these blessings and these toasts throughout the holiday of Rosh Hashanah, and that you might begin to see some of the things in your homes or on your tables differently and think of blessings that you might wish to create. Table over there. One of the new symbols that was created this year for a Rosh Hashanah Seder is, some people are using an orange with cloves in it to represent the pandemic. And we all pray that this pandemic will end quickly and that as many people as possible will remain healthy and stay healthy. We pray for peace and healing, not only for those who are struggling with COVID-19, but also for all of those who are helping support those in need tonight. And so you might at some point during Rosh Hashanah want to take an orange and put some cloves in it, or play around with a different round symbol with some fun protrusions to represent the pandemic at your Seder table. So Rosh Hashanah Seders are not only for Passover. This ancient custom comes with a meal accompanied with blessings and wishes for the new year. And these foods are consumed in a special order. That's where the word Seder comes from. And the tradition actually appears in the Talmud. In a Talmudic source, it appears twice with a slight variation. And I am looking now in our Haggadah on page 5, and it says, now that you have said an omen is a significant thing, a person should always be accustomed to eating at the beginning of the year on Rosh HaShanah, a gourd, green beans, leeks, beets, and dates. Those are some of the things that we will play with and say blessings over tonight. So with that, enough talking and enough me, and we go back to our Seder. We hope you enjoy. We'll see you on the other side of the Seder.
Hi, with the Lavi family. I'm Marcela.
And Noah. And I'm Omri.
We're going to read to you the Shechianu and New Fruit blessing. The Shechianu blessing is a special blessing which we recite on several occasions. When celebrating a holiday for the first time in a yearly cycle, when donning a new garment, and when tasting a new fruit which we have not yet eaten this season.
This blessing thanks God for keeping us alive and well to enjoy this special experience. On Rosh HaShanah, Shechianu is recited during the candle blessing and Kiddush, as well as before blowing the shofar.
There also is a custom to eat a new fruit on the second night of Rosh Hashanah, something you haven't eaten all year, such as an exotic fruit from the green grocer, in order to recite this blessing on the second night of Rosh Hashanah as well. Perhaps the act of seeking out something new can symbolically reflect our deep desire to reinvent ourselves and make ourselves better people in the coming year.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam shechianu v'kiyimanu v'higianu b'zman hazeh.
Amen. Blessed are you, Lord our God, ruler of the universe, who has given us life and sustained us and brought us to this day.
Amen. Shana Tova.
Shalom, we're the Needleman family. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hamotzi lechem min haaretz. Amen.
We're going to take a look now at the symbols on the Seder plate. I have some of them here for you. We'll talk about them and their meaning. So first, we begin with a fish. We sent you Swedish fish in your high holiday bag. And fish are a wish for fertility and growth. May we all grow into our best selves this year. One of my favorites is the date. The date is a wish for peace and meaningful relationships, and of course also comes from the land of Israel. We also have the pomegranate, which is a wish for good deeds. Tradition teaches that each pomegranate has just the exact amount of seeds for all of the mitzvot that we must fulfill throughout our lives. And on your table, you might have either a goldfish to represent a fish head or a head of lettuce to represent a wish for leadership. May we have strong, courageous, and compassionate leadership in the coming year. Rubia is a wish for prosperity and sharing, and on the Rosh Hashanah Seder plate, it is often a green bean. Karti is a wish for community and friends. In our Seder, we're going to have a different, unique symbol, which you'll see in a few moments, but you can use a leek, a green onion, garlic for it. Silka is a wish for freedom and growth, and it is symbolized by a beet. And of course, an apple for a wish for a sweet year. We have carrots, gezel, as a wish for positive judgment. May we all be judged with kindness and compassion in this high holy day season. And kara, a pumpkin or a squash, is a wish to count our blessings.
Those are the symbols of the Rosh Hashanah Seder plate. Feel free to add your own and get creative. Some people have taken an orange and put cloves on it to represent the pandemic and a wish for a speedy end to this pandemic and all the health challenges that it has created for our world. And I wish all of you a Shana Tova and good Yontiv. So wonderful to be with you.
Chag Sameach Emmanuel. Dates are nourishing. Dates are sweet. As we share with you, it is the eve of our 61st anniversary. And we remember our first date over 62 years ago. It too was sweet. We sorely wish we could share our dates with you in person, that their taste might symbolize a coming year of sweetness, of peace, and of meaningful relationships. The traditional symbolism of the dates plays on the Hebrew name Tamar, date in Hebrew, which is similar to Tam, meaning to end or to extinguish. This siman, or plea that God listens, requests the end of our enemies and those who seek to harm us. Formulated in the positive, it is a request for peace and calm in the year to come.
Eating a Rosh Hashanah meal with a room full of bachelors and bachelorettes? How about an English language twist? Pick up a date and wish everyone a successful year of dating and relationships.
Yi Ratzon, B'Fanecha Adonai Eloheinu, V'Elohei Avotenu, Shi Yatamu, Ovenu, V'Sorenu, V'Chol, V'Kvashke, Ra Atenu.
May it be your will, Adonai, our God, that enmity will end, and this new year will bring peace for us and the entire world.
May it be your will, Adonai, our God, that this year be full of joy, delights, and meaningful relationships. Shana Tova to each and every one of you.
Hello, I'm Nancy Sadhu, and I'd like to tell you about the pomegranate. It ripens in Israel during the season of Rosh Hashanah and has many sweet seeds inside. There's a midrash that states that there are 613 seeds in the pomegranate, symbolizing the 613 mitzvot or commandments. Well, I'm not sure about the exact number. Go ahead, count them yourself. But the pomegranate has come to symbolize mitzvot and good deeds. The Rabbi Nina Beth Carden says the pomegranate is love and plenty. The blessing. Yehi ratzon milfanecha, Adonai Eloheinu ve'Elohei avotenu, shenichya meleim mitzvot ka rimon. May it be your will, Adonai, our God and God of our ancestors, that we be as full of good deeds as the pomegranate is full of seeds. What would you like to fill your life with in this coming year?
Hello, my name is Rachel Rains, and I am a board member at Congregation Emmanuel. Together with my husband Derek and children Max and Josephine, I wish you nothing but good things in the coming year. Rubia, green string beans or sesame seeds. A wish for prosperity and sharing. The rubia is one of the symbolic foods mentioned in the Talmud. It is a bean or legume and is usually interpreted as green string beans. The name is reminiscent of the word yerbu, to increase or to be plentiful. With this siman, we ask that our merits increase and that we be blessed with plenty. At the same time, the rubia gives us an opportunity to remember and acknowledge those who are less fortunate. For their sakes, we wish that not only will this year be one of prosperity and plenty for us, but also one of giving and sharing with others. May it be your will, Adonai our God, that our merits increase. that we be blessed with everything we need, and that we share our blessings with others.
Shana Tova from the Rosenfelds. I'm Jeffrey.
And I'm Kathy.
And we want to bring you an abundance of blessings from our garden to all of the Emmanuel community.
May it be your will, Adonai our God, that as we are blessed with an abundance from our garden,
may we all be blessed with an abundance of love, supportive friends,
and a strong community.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Hi, I'm Mark Harvey, and I've been tasked with reading about the Kara, or gourd. The Kara, identified as a pumpkin or a gourd, Kara, similarly pronounced, means to rend or to tear, and a significantly changed spelling also means to proclaim the traditional blessing associated with the gourd. Ask that our bad decrees be torn up and our good merits be proclaimed. If we think of merits as blessings, then the Siman effectively reminds us to proclaim and count our blessings. May it be your will, Adonai our God, that our bad decrees be torn up and our merits and blessings be proclaimed.
I am Margie Orland, past president of Congregation Emmanuel and recipient of the Rabbi Norman F. Feldheim Award. At this era of Rosh Hashanah, I was asked to read a blessing about the fruits and vegetables of this high holy day season and what they represent in our lives. My wish and blessing is from the Haggadah reading of Getzer, and the reading is titled, A Wish for Positive Judgment. The Hebrew word for carrot, Getzer, is reminiscent of the infinitive ligzor, meaning both to cut and to decree. Therefore, the carrot on the Rosh Hashanah table traditionally carries with it a wish that God judge us with positive decrees. Eastern European Jewish communities have adapted this as a blessing for plenty, since the Yiddish word for carrots, meren, can also mean increase. May it be your will, Adonai our God, to decree upon us good decrees and favorable judgment.
Mom, what are you doing? Oh, I'm practicing a new word for Rosh Hashanah. Well, what is that? It's the word fish. Try it with me. Fish. Very good. Hi everyone, we're the Harris family. My name is Keisha. My name is Alexis. My name is Elsa. And I'm Aaliyah. And we're so excited to be celebrating Rosh Hashanah with you. Did you know that some communities serve fish on Rosh Hashanah? Why? Well, it's a symbol of being fertile and multiplying. Like an abundance. And growing. And growing, absolutely. Did you also know that there is a prayer for fish on Rosh Hashanah? That's really cool, and I know it. May it be your will, Adonai our God, that we will be fertile and multiply like fish. Wow, that was amazing. Thank you. Well, thank you everyone for letting us share. We hope that you have an amazing Rosh Hashanah. Don't forget to eat a lot of fish. Bye!
Hi, I'm Susan Damron, and I hope you're enjoying the Seder. The Rosh in Rosh Hashanah means head, for the head or beginning of the new year. This Rosh, or head of lettuce on our Seder table, represents our wish for leadership. Traditionally a fish or lamb's head, this represents the wish of being like the head in the new year and not the tail. A leader, not a straggler. May it be your will, Adonai our God, that in the year ahead, we will be leaders in pursuing justice for all people and in performing acts of loving kindness. May it be so. L'Shana Tova to you and to your loved ones.
I want to wish you a joyous, meaningful, and happy New Year. May it be full of good health, no pandemic, and safe travels, hopefully. Sending hugs from Palm Springs, L'Shana Tova Tikatevu to all.
Hi, everyone. We miss you and wish we could all be together.
May 5781 be a much better year than what we've had so far in 2020. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Lashana Tova to all my friends and family at Congregation Emmanuel. May your new year be as sweet as apples dipped in honey.
Tova, everyone. We hope you enjoyed our Seder. If you have apples and honey at your table, we want to invite you to get those now, to give those to people at your table. And we're going to do a blessing together. Ooh, it's always messy. And I am in the Haggadah on really the last page. There's no number 28. Here, love. You can have some of your own honey. You don't have to scrape it off. There's enough sweetness for everyone. The most well-known symbol of the Rosh Hashanah foods is the apple dipped in honey. It is common in our Ashkenazic traditions. The Iraqi custom, for comparison's sake, is to eat a baked apple with sugar. So there's something for you to play with in your kitchen for those of you foodies out there. There's a lot of ways to do different baked apples that are delicious. And some also use, instead of honey, use the date or maple syrup. All kinds of different sweeteners are also available. These foods represent the wish for a sweet new year to come. And we all can use a sweet new year in so many ways. 2020 has been incredibly challenging for us. This pandemic has added more challenge. The fires raging throughout our state have added challenges, as well as the fight for justice and racial equality. The sage, the Hafetz Chaim, reminds us that the sweetness should be reflected in our mood too, that we should avoid anger, for it's a bad omen in the coming year. So that means all you little people out there, you got to be kind to one another. You got to be kind to your grown-ups. All you big people out there, we need to be kind to one another as well, especially in the coming days. May it bring goodness and kindness and an omen, a good omen for our coming year. And we say together, Yehi ratzon milfanecha Adonai Eloheinu ve'elokei avotenu, shetechadesh aleinu shana tova umetuka. May it be your will, Adonai our God, to renew us for a good year and a sweet new year. Amen. Hear anything I said?
No, they did.
Oh, did you hear that? I think you did. Amen, amen. And Cantor, did you want to add any blessings, any sweetness, any wishes to our Seder before we? It's not him.
I don't have my last page in front of me, but I just...
Okay, then I will add for you.
I wanted to offer the blessing for the apple, apple from the tree. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, borei peri ha'etz.
Amen. Thank you, Cantor. Amen, amen. In my house, you can't say amen without taking a bite or a sip. It's a bad omen also. So thank you for that. I'm going to share a few little extra treats, which are also on your last page. And if you didn't get a chance, to download this, you can look at it later as well. Jews in the Ukraine feed their children chicken livers on Rosh Hashanah because the Yiddish word for livers, I'm going to butcher this, so forgive me, leberlach, is a homophonous with leb ehrlich, which means live honestly. You can serve a piece of lettuce, a half a raisin, or a celery stick and put forth the request, let us have a raise in salary. When a salad consisting of peas and thyme is placed on the table, say, may we merit peace in our time. serve salami and bread, lechem, so we may all have salam aleikum, which means peace unto you in the year to come. Offer your guests punch and bread rolls, since we're hoping for a year in which we roll with the punches. Serve hearts of palm and recite, may it be your will that whoever holds our hearts in the palm of their hands takes good care of them. And lastly, what will you be serving for dinner this Rosh Hashanah night? Just ice and beets, because nothing beats justice. I like that. That's a great one to end on. So we invite you to remain with us for the next 20-25 minutes. We'll leave, those of you who want can leave your cameras on, and we can enjoy our Rosh Hashanah meal together at one giant table. If you wish to spend some time greeting one another, you can do so in a moment. Unmute yourself and wish Shana Tova or Leshana Tova, Tikatevu, to someone who is with us. And as always, a huge, huge thank you to our beloved Cantor Byrne Vogel for her incredible spirit, her incredible voice, her incredible music. Thank you to our choir director, Jerry Ripley, for playing the beautiful music in the beginning and playing the beautiful music in so many of our experiences. Thank you always to our temple president, Stuart Sweet, who is behind the scenes making sure things function and work and look beautiful, and that we have a temple to return to. We are grateful for you. Thank you to our board of directors and to all of you who are Congregation Emmanuel members. If you're not a member and you really enjoyed today's experience, feel free to check out our website. There are easy ways to donate and say thank you. And we are grateful for all of the generosity of those within our community and those who are interested in becoming part of our community. Feel free to put your email into the chat, and we'll make sure that someone gets back to you when it's not a holiday, and tell you all of the exciting things that you can be a part of with us this High Holy Day season and in the coming year. Did I forget to thank anyone, Cantor?
Yes, Rabbi, may I add?
Yes, of course.
To my amazing clergy partner, Rabbi Resnick. So grateful for you and all the work that you have done and working with you together towards this new year, as well as your lovely partner there, who is there. There she is. We're also so grateful to you, Janelle, and Clara and Izzy, and I'm grateful also to my Ira and Iden for their support, and they're around here as well. We still have to finish getting dinner ready.
You're not alone, Cantor.
Thank you
so
also
do we.
to everybody who made the beautiful, beautiful videos. I feel so inspired by each one of them.
Yes, thank you. Thank you to all of you who took the time to send in your videos. It helps us all to feel a little more connected. Stuart, did I forget to thank anyone? Also, a huge thank you to Judy and to Pam. Judy runs our office and our building, and Pam helped create the beautiful High Holiday bags that you all received, and we're so grateful to all of them for the incredible work that they do. Hopefully I didn't forget anyone, and if I did, I will owe you an apology and come find you in the days in between. Stuart, did you want to add anything?
I did, just one more little bit. We tend to not think about the folks who are taking care of our building. You mentioned it really quickly, but Lorraine and Cassie and Maria have been keeping our building clean and functioning so that it will be as beautiful when we return to it as it was when we left it.
Amen, amen. We are so grateful for all of them and all of their incredible service and keeping us all safe as well in between. So, Lishana Tova Tikatevu, may we all be written for a good and a sweet new year. All human beings and all of our fur babies as well, and all of you. Shana Tova. If you wish to stay on while you eat your Rosh Hashanah dinner, feel free to keep your camera on and you can unmute yourselves and greet one another. Shana Tova, everyone. Thank you so much for being with us.